Top 3 low cap gaming cryptos. These are coins that I think are going to make you very good returns on investment. And they're in no particular order. Well, probably they're in the order of market cap from biggest to smallest in terms of, the ones that are not in the top 100 kind of deal. So I want to talk about the positives of these, what I think they can reach in terms of price, and why I think they could be very good investments. Before I get into any of that though, guys, if you're new to the channel here, these are the first 26 coins that I actually did videos about on my channel, and in the videos I bought these cryptos. I was showing that I thought they were going to make me very good money. You can see what all these coins were worth when I recorded my videos. You can also see the highs these coins hit less than a year and a half on, and what your profit would have been if you'd have only thrown in $100 into each one. And if you had done that, there's 26 coins, so that would have been a $2,600 investment. Sitting on them for 16, 17 months and then selling them, your profit would have been over 123 grand, which is not too bad. Now, I sold all of these, we had the market crash, and since then I've been buying up new coins. These are the coins that I think are 40, 50, even 100x my money, and I share them on my website, copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find one of these coins, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the coin, I tell them what profits I think it can have and what percentage of my cash I'm putting in, and they can copy along exactly. It means they'll make the exact same profit as me. The added bonus as well, they don't have to do any work. They don't have to read white papers, they don't have to research the market, learn about chart patterns or anything like that. They can just copy along. And if that sounds good to you, just head over to copymycrypto.com now. There's a link in the description. On the site, what you'll see are the things I've said in the past. I did a $20 course about Phantom and why it was going to be one of the best investments of 2020. It did 700x. Or if you just want to see what the members have earned, you'll be able to see that on the site too. All of it's public record. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. And if you like what you see, guys, try out the service. Now, let's talk first one. So, Seedify. So, Seedify, as of right now, has a market cap of $208 million. Now, Seedify is it's the most successful launchpad platform around. They've had some really, really positive launches during this bear cycle. Now, Seedify is a blockchain-based incubator, so it's a launchpad that does IGOs. These are initial game offerings with tiered allocation mechanisms. So basically, the amount of Seedify tokens that you hold and stake, the more that you have, the more allocation you'll get in terms of getting in on these sales. And since they've launched, they've averaged incredible returns for the launch pads that they've actually, or for the IGOs that they've actually launched. So in the past bull cycle, average return on investment was over 44x across all of the launches that Seedify did, which is obviously staggeringly good. Like if you're 44x in your money, that's pretty damn good, and obviously that's an average across 14 different cryptos. One or two, like some of them did one of them did a 700x as well. Basically a phantom, which is pretty damn good. What I do like about Seedify and what I think is really positive is they have a 7-day refund policy. So there's an unconditional refund policy if you decide you don't want to participate in the project after you've given the money. You can request a refund within 7 days of the project's listing, and you'll be able to receive your refund. Nice system in place. It means it assures that people aren't going to sort of change their mind midway through and on something that they can't. What's also really positive about this is since they've launched, they've had a lot of launches during this bear cycle that we've been in for a while. And they've had, Games for a Living did a 10x. They had Chain GPT that did a 42x. They had Sophiaverse that did an 8.8x. You had Hypercycle that did a 13x. And Chappies that did a 12x. All in a bear cycle. So the returns on the launch, on the IGOs that are launching, and the INOs, to be fair, have been really damn good. Now, what's positive about this as well is obviously the Seedify token. The people that are holding the Seedify token are holding it to use in the launch pads. So even though there's 57 million that are currently circulating, I imagine that is a far, far smaller percentage because the majority are in a staking process to make sure that, because those people that are holding it are trying to participate in the launch pads. So it means with a smaller supply actually available on the market, it doesn't take much buying pressure for this to pump. Now, obviously, what's beneficial here as well is the addition of the launch pads. So they've got an Amalia coming up, Evermoon coming up, Haven's Pass, Storm Warfare, Bloodloop, Meta DOS. And again, you know, depending on the amount of Seedify that you're holding, the more you hold and stake, the larger allocation you'll be able to get. And, you know, if these coins are averaging 44x, you're going to do very, very well. I also think because of the way that they've set up, and because the supply isn't insane, I think you're going to see a lot of price appreciation here. They've also got, they've been backed by Alex Becker, who's quite a significant YouTuber in the crypto space. I think he's a strategic advisor. You've also got another large YouTuber called Elio Trades, who is the only launchpad he's invested in, he's said, is Seedify. So all of these things bode well because those two individuals are probably going to talk about Seedify in the future as well, and retail do move with when larger YouTubers are talking about it. So I think in terms of price appreciation, I think its previous all-time high, which was $16.77, I think it can beat that in the next bull cycle. I'm honestly looking at this as at least a $20 coin. And if you're getting on these IGOs, I think you can do very well. Okay, next, Myria. I've been asked to speak about Myria loads. I've got lots of emails about it. I've got lots of messages about it. And I've been checking Myria out. Myria is a really interesting project. It's a layer 2 scaling solution purpose-built to scale NFT, blockchain, gaming, and more. It's built in partnership with Stackware. It offers instant trade confirmations, zero gas fees when minting, and trading NFTs without compromising the security of users' assets. They use zero-knowledge rollups, which means that they can do like 9,000 transactions per second, which is really solid, especially for like an Ethereum. And what I'm liking about this as well is they've kind of taken a similar model to what we see in Gala. You know, you can run a node. They actually have nodes up for sale now. And I think these nodes are going to end up being very, very profitable. Like, we've already seen quite a few of these bought. So if you're a node earner, then you earn token rewards every time, you know, people are playing the games. They have AB Cricket Game, they have a Meta Rush, there are more as well. Let's check out the more. When it loads, there we go. There are plenty and plenty and plenty of projects. And a lot of these are getting a lot of traction. Again, Myria overall is getting a lot of traction. I can't remember the last time I got as many messages about talking about crypto as I have Myria lately. The nodes as well, they've taken that Gala model, and basically if you run a node, you will receive daily Myria token rewards. As more nodes are sold, it's going to get more and more expensive to buy them. 1 sec, I'll connect to see what it's worth. So, as of right now, a node is going to run you 613,000 Myria, which is approximately $5,900. Every time a node is sold, like I say, the price increases. I think actually it's every 100 nodes that are sold, the price increases. There's only ever going to be 40,000 nodes. And obviously, once you have a node, in theory, you can sell one. But what I do like here is, like I said, the games themselves, they are growing this ecosystem massively. They're doing very, very good advertising. They have a huge community engagement. I'm really intrigued to see where this goes. I actually think this could end up being an absolutely massive ecosystem. The marketplace is already up and running as well. And yeah, they've got AAA quality games. They're leveraging Miri's core stack to create an unprecedented gaming hub. They're trying to create an enormous gaming hub and metaverse. The token serves as the basis for transactions, as well as what's distributed to players, node operators, and other participants in the gaming ecosystem. As of right now, I'm very, very, very intrigued to see where this goes, but I honestly think this is one of those coins that it's definitely going to hit an all-time high because it only launched in a bear cycle and it's done pretty damn well. It hit lows of under 1.5 cent, and it's just shy of a cent now. I would not be surprised to see this hit 20 cents. It really wouldn't shock me at all. With the level of growth, and like I say, the community engagement has been massive. In terms of holders, I'm not sure where they're at with holders, but we can take a quick look. Why is it doing that? So only 16,500 holders, but like I said, I have received more emails about this coin than I have ever about any coin. I'm really intrigued to see where this goes. I honestly think this could hit comfy into double digits. And if they can market and advertise effectively, they're going to do very well. They've also got the benefit of they're yet to arrive on any Binance or Coinbase. So if they do land on one of those, which I think they will, they'll probably get that they'll get that bounce as well. So then you're getting a listing bounce. So I think this can do some really real damage in the markets. One to check out. Last one is Shrapnel. Now Shrapnel is a lot lesser known. It's a smaller market cap. And there's a couple of things that intrigue me about Shrapnel. So first of all, I will, again, not on any of the massive exchanges, so it potentially has that market bounce for the exchanges. It's a first-person extraction shooter where you'll fight as a mercenary extraction force operator. The gameplay is competitive, it's intense, it looks very, very, very good. It's AAA game rated. The designers, artists, and programmers have been working on some of the biggest shows, games in the world. They've won, the team leadership has won Emmys and BAFTAs for their previous work, and it's already won 6 industry awards so far. It's not been up and running that long. I'm also intrigued by the fact that I think they're going to market really effectively. This has only been up and running for the token's only been around for 6 weeks, right? Well, 2 months, right? But in that time, they have done some pretty cool, some pretty significant things. Okay, the game itself, as I said, looks really, really damn cool. You can see the footage and stuff online. It's very easy to find. But the things I want to talk about. So recently we had the CES 2024, right? The founder of Shrapnel is one of the talkers at this. There are only about 3 blockchain-based individuals at this conference. And this conference, by the way, if you don't know what this is enormous, right? This is the biggest tech conference going, okay? You've got people from Microsoft, you've got people from Amazon, you've got people from Kodak, you've got people from everywhere. And you're not seeing lots of cryptos. There's a few discussions on blockchain tech, and there's a few discussions on crypto. But the only proper crypto person, I would say, is the founder of Shrapnel. And he's there talking. Also spoken at the World Economic Forum. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the World Economic Forum, but the fact that it's got those kind of ties bodes really, really well. Also, what I think Shrapnel are doing pretty well is they've engaged with particular audiences. Fortnite ones, that being. So they threw in something called Shrap Night. So, excuse me, sorry. So you can play what they called Shrap Night, which was basically they embedded their own sort of thing into Fortnite, like a Fortnite map. and try to engage with gamers that aren't just crypto gamers, right? I think this has a real possibility of doing very, very well. If they can engage legitimately with Fortnite users, with Fortnite streamers. And by the way, it staggers me that I've not seen any like gaming crypto projects that are getting Fortnite streamers or the biggest gaming streamers to promote them, because you'd get 10,000, 20,000 users just if you got some of those big boys to talk about your project. But Shrapnel are engaging with that, and I can see they've already got the mind for the marketing here, and I think they're going to engage with the right people. This is a little feature, is a very, very clever idea. It was a little competition. People could win quite a significant amount of money by engaging with it. And I think they're doing the right things. I think they also have a team that are connected with the right kind of people in terms of the potential for growth. And while it has, only been around for like 6 weeks, I think this is one that can hit $1 billion market cap. Now, that, to be fair, puts it at around about $4 or $5. But circulating supply is a fraction of what the total supply is going to be, and that is the only cause for concern with regards to Shrapnel. However, the majority of that is obviously produced for the gamers that are engaging with the game, the community rewards, as it were. But I think they're going to end up on Binance or Coinbase. Certainly Binance. I don't know about Coinbase. They're going to get the Binance bounce. Then combine that with the fact that they're engaging with the right sort of audience. Certainly in the Twitter space. I think they're going to start doing that in the YouTube space as well. They've held, like I said, they're one of the founders, is one of the talkers of one of the biggest tech conferences in the world. Talking about why you want to utilize blockchain gaming to engage an audience. What's the benefits of using it? The fact that the team have the awards that they do, I think this could easily be a slam dunk. Like I said, the only thing is the supply, and the supply does need to be checked in terms of how that is going to be released. And the econ paper that I looked at wasn't ready. They were revamping it last time I checked. Unless they have done it. Maybe they've done it. No. So the economics white paper updates are in progress. So until I see the full updates, I can't, I'd be hesitant on that front. But if it's going to be a steady release over a 10-year window, the circulating supply wouldn't bother me too much. But I think this is another one that could win very, very nicely. Overall, I think those 3 projects are real potential winners. And like I say, they're lower cap than the ones that I would normally talk about. I think we're going to see a huge gaming narrative come again, which is why launch pads like Seedify can do very well. And I think it's why metaverse projects like Myria can do very well. And again, I think there's a strong case for Shrapnel, but the only issue with Shrapnel will be that circulating supply. At the moment, there are tons of crypto projects out there that are gaming based. I'll have obviously missed tons here. So tell me what you think of those 3, and let me know about any gaming projects that you like in the comments down below. I'll get around to checking them out. And guys, if you want to make the exact same profits as me in the next bull cycle, you can do. Head over to copymycrypto.com. Now there is a link in the description, and check out the site. Everything on the site is public record. Whether it's what I've said in the past, whether it's what the members have earned, you can verify absolutely everything that you read, that you see, that you watch by just going through the old videos on the channel. When I find a crypto that I think can 40x, 50x, 100x my money, I buy it, and what it means is I'll jump onto my site, I'll tell my members about the coin, the profits it can have, and the percentage of my cash I'm putting in. It means the members can copy along exactly. It means they have no work. They're going to make the same profits, but they don't have to research, do deep dives into the markets on a daily basis like I do. Now, again, if it sounds good to you, just go to the site, read through it, see what I said about Phantom, see what I said about a DeFi coin that was being hyped to the moon by YouTubers everywhere. And I was like, get out of it because it's going to crash. And in 24 hours after I released that video, it crashed and lost $500 million. It's all public record. And if you like what you see, guys, try the service out and see if it's for you. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.